Visual diagnosis, inspection. The palate. Pale palate. This describes a palate that is too pale and looks like the skin of milk. It indicates deficiency of stomach and spleen. A pale palate that looks like the skin of milk due to stomach and spleen Qi deficiency will have a feeling of poor appetite, slight abdominal distension after eating, tiredness, lassitude, pale complexion, weakness of limbs, loose stools, uncomfortable feeling in the epigastrium, lack of taste sensation, and the tongue will be pale and the pulse will be empty. A pale palate that looks almost white due to stomach and spleen yang deficiency, there will be poor appetite, slight abdominal distension after eating, tiredness, pale complexion, weakness of the limbs, loose stools, uncomfortable feeling of the epigastrium, lack of taste sensation, feeling cold, cold limbs, the tongue will be pale and wet, and the pulse is weak and deep. Dull pale palate. A dull pale palate indicates blood deficiency or Qi and blood deficiency. A dull pale palate due to spleen and liver blood deficiency will have poor appetite, slight abdominal distension after eating, tiredness, dull pale complexion, weakness of the limbs, loose stools, thin body, scanty periods or amenorrhea, insomnia, dizziness, numbness of limbs, blurred vision, floaters in the eyes, pale lips, cramps, withered and brittle nails, dry hair and skin. The tongue will be pale and dry, and the pulse choppy or fine. Dull pale palate due to deficiency of qi and blood will cause poor appetite, loose stools, weak voice, tiredness, blurred vision, dizziness, numbness or tingling of limbs, palpitations, dull pale complexion, and the tongue will be pale, and the pulse will be weak or choppy. A yellow palate. A yellow palate indicates a pathology of the stomach and spleen, and in particular, an empty pathology if it is dull yellow, and a full pathology, such as damp heat, if it is bright yellow. A dull yellow palate due to chronic stomach and spleen Qi deficiency will cause poor appetite, slight abdominal distension after eating, tiredness, pale complexion, weakness of the limbs, loose stools, uncomfortable feeling of the epigastrium, lack of taste sensation, there will be a pale tongue and an empty pulse. A bright yellow palate due to dampness in the stomach and spleen will also have a feeling of fullness and pain of the epigastrium and lower abdomen. It will cause poor appetite, a feeling of heaviness, thirst without a desire to drink, nausea, loose stools with offensive odor, a feeling of heat, dull yellow complexion, sticky taste, a red tongue with sticky yellow coating, and the pulse slippery rapid. Red palate. A red palate indicates full heat, which may derive from any organ, but in particular the stomach, lungs, and liver. A red palate due to full heat will have a feeling of thirst, mouth ulcers, feeling of heat, mental restlessness, a red tongue with yellow coating, an overflowing rapid pulse. Other symptoms and signs depend on the organ involved. Purple palate. A purple palate indicates blood stasis. A purple palate due to blood stasis will cause abdominal pain, chest pain, headache, mental restlessness, purple tongue, wiry or choppy pulse. Other symptoms and signs depend on the organ involved, usually the liver, the lungs, stomach, or the heart. Thank you for your attention.